Hello guys, my name is Rianti Putrilestari, and my group consists of Adinda and Aulia. We're going to talk about the case study of the Beers group.
So, De Beers. De Beers is the world's largest diamond producer and distributor and came from South African company. They participate in the most facets of the diamond industry, including mining, trading, and retail. In early 21st century, the company marketed 40% of the global supply of diamonds, including those used for industrial application. De Beers also has interest in explosive manufacturing and chemicals manufacturing such as gold, coal, copper mines, and synthetic diamonds. Starting in the 1960s, De Beers attempted to increase customer demands for diamonds by introducing jewelry tailored to a special occasion such as wedding anniversaries. In 2001, De Beers began marketing the right-hand ring for single women, designed as a symbol of independence and self-sufficiency. Since the late 20th century, De Beers has been publicly criticized and sometimes indicated for various alleged criminal acts. During the 1990s, the company came under scrutiny for dealing in conflict or blood diamonds. In 2004, De Beers entered an agreement with the U.S. Department of Justice in which it pleaded guilty to price fixing and agreed to pay $10 million fine. Next is the opportunity on diamond mining. The market grew at a steady rate in 2020 and to increase over the projected horizon with the increasing adoption of strategies by the key players. The outbreak of the coronavirus has affected the diamond industry worldwide. The pandemic has forced the shutting down of some diamond producing companies, jewelry manufacturers, polishing companies, and jewelry retail shops world over. The diamond trading declined sharply in February 2020 due to the economic uncertainty aggravated by the COVID-19. Manufacturers and dealers across the globe were facing a severe liquidity crunch, and sales to large markets in China and Hong Kong has been stopped. The diamond price per carat dropped by 1.6% in February, such as a result of the slowdown in diamond trading caused by the pandemic. Despite the recent growth of online trading platforms such as Get Diamonds as the largest diamond trading platform, the industry has been rattled by the conflict amongst the trading and marketing companies. Many suppliers moved their stock to Get Diamond in protest against the Rapid Group, publisher of the Rapid price list and the parent company of the RAPNet trading network and the diamonds. Upstream. The COVID-19 impact on upstream, bringing several temporary closure of the diamond operation across the globe. Global rough diamond production decreased by an estimated 6% year-on-year in volume in 2019. Rough diamond sales to cutting centers decreased by approximately 18% year-on-year in US dollar terms. The Beers Group estimates for rough diamond production for 2019 were 5% higher than the estimates in the Kimberley process report for 2019. The COVID-19's impact on diamond mining began towards the end of the first quarter of 2020. bringing several temporary closure of the diamond operation across the globe. Rough diamond sales to cutting centers decreased by an estimated 18% year-on-year in 2019, primarily as a result of the lower sales from the De Beers Group and Alrosa. And for the value chain in the midstream, the year okay. And for the value change in the midstream, 2019 was challenging due to excess stock of polished diamond, continued tightening of the liquidity, and lower demands from retailers. The year started with negative sentiment in the midstream. US and China trade issues and the US government shutdown lead to reduction in consumer spending, and therefore in demand from US and Chinese retailers. The Beers Group estimated that even though customer demands for diamonds grew marginally in US dollar terms, the demand polished diamonds from jewelry retailers at polished wholesale prices fell 2.6% in US dollar terms in 2019 due to retailer destocking. The COVID-19 impact on the midstream in the first half of 2020, most of the midstream was under some form of lockdown by the end of the first quarter, creating unpredicted supply chain distribution. Temporary closure took place in factories in India and Southern Africa. When factory reopened in June, new social distancing requirement and lower demand mean that overall capacity fell to less than a third of its pre-COVID-19 levels. The midstream shifted its limited capacity towards the most sellable polished diamond. Next is the value change in downstream. 2019 finished on a positive trajectory of diamond jewelry demand in the main consumer markets. In the US, the demand grew more strongly over the holiday season than at any other point during the year. The global consumer demand for diamonds grew modestly in 2019 in the US dollar term. Although growth was strong in the US and Japan, this was dampened by the currency exchange rate effects in other main markets. In 2020, the COVID-19 caused unpredicted disruption to the diamonds market. Recovery is likely to be non-linear and extended well beyond 2020. The Beers Group has revised historic diamond demand trend in India as a result of a new studies conducted in 2019. The Beers Group research indicates that in the first quarter of 2020 sales of diamonds jewelry to Chinese customers declined by nearly half 45% year-on-year. A tentative recovery and release of pent-up demand took place the following quarter, benefiting established brands and online sales in particular. The Beers Group has identified changes in customer behavior and the acceleration of some existing trends in the diamond jewelry market, such as an increase in desire for diamond jewelry and representing a meaningful gift that holds its value. And next is a preference for higher quality of the product and reassurance of the brands. And the last is the growing of online channel for browsing and purchase.
And here, I'm going to tell you guys how De Beers, the diamond company, overcome their company's downfall. So, in the early 20th century, people think that diamond is actually like a luxurious item, and they prefer to buy a practical item such as like a car or even a washing machine. That's why there's a decrease in demand. And to overcome this problem, the peers decided to work together with advertisement company. Precisely, it is NW Air. So the advertisement company actually has an idea to make a campaign, but this campaign is actually they want to affect the customers' psychology. I mean their mind, and so the company made is actually created to strengthen the tradition of the diamond by making it as an engagement ring. So this campaign is actually already created a strong emotional attachment to diamonds. So it is actually make as if a diamond is a symbol of true love. And because of this campaign, actually the bears has an increase in their sales. And moreover, because the bears think that a campaign is not enough, they want to make a slogan. The slogan is in here, as I stated in here, this picture, a diamond is forever. So this slogan is actually to represent the value of a diamond that it is the symbol of eternal love. And the symbol a diamond is forever is still being used until now by this company. And the next thing is industry challenges. So there's a rise of conflict. So because of the appearance of the synthetic diamond, which is it is actually similar with the real diamond. It is really hard to distinguish this diamond because it is really similar. Because of this diamond, it gives to impacts to the diamonds market. The first one is it is actually decreased the value of natural diamonds and there's also a conflict diamond. So what is a conflict diamond? A conflict diamond is actually like a diamond that mined in a war zone. Because of this, the international community become aware because 4% of diamond in the worldwide is actually a conflict diamond. It is actually this conflict diamond poses a risk to the entire category of diamond market. And the second problem is a decrease in demand of real diamond. So this lab ground diamond, the synthetic diamond, is being sold as a gemstones. And these gemstones is actually really hard to distinguish. Even to distinguish these gemstones, this fake, this fake diamond, we need like um, a specialized equipment. But however, because the synthetic diamond is lack of scarcity, it could in the future the price of it could drop dramatically because of it. And to overcome this, the first solution of the first problem, government make a certificate so that the conflict diamond won't cannot enter the legitimate trade. And the second one, again, the beers make a campaign or a slogan, real is rare and real is a diamond. So it is actually to promote a natural diamond, and actually it was a time to protect the consumers or the customers and ensure that the value change is being maintained. So yeah, now I'm going to talk about the De Beers strategy, how to control supply and driving demand. So it was going well at first until the CSO bought the excess supply, causing the inventory to grow, which makes the share of rough diamonds fall down from 90% in 1980 to 45% in 2000. So yeah, the Bears decided work together with Bain and Company to conduct a business strategy. There are four pillars in it. The first one is creating retail demand through branding. And the second one is reducing the number of site holders by strengthening partnership and encourage them to invest in branding. Third one, entering a luxury goods retailing. The fourth one is improve the efficiency. And also to driven the demand, the bears decided to change their purpose, vision, and strategy. So now the purpose of the bears is to form a diamond into lasting reality.
So, about the recycled diamonds. Recycled diamonds are diamonds that have been sold or entered the market or even supply chain. In this case, the beer is trying to sell the recycled diamonds by offering such a cheaper price to their customers. And so they're trying to get a high profit but with such a cheaper expenses. So there are three types of recycled diamonds buyer. The first one is online buyers. So this kind of buyers are buyers that are going to buy the recycled diamonds through online platforms such as Amazon or even social media. And the second one is retailers business. So retailers business are basically a company or even seller that are going to sell these recycled diamonds to their customers. And the last one is dedicated diamond buyers. So dedicated diamond buyers are basically customers that are trying to buy the recycled diamonds to satisfy their needs. However, during the recycled diamonds process, the company or the sellers of the recycled diamonds are often facing several issues, such as scammers or untrusted buyers. In this part of process, there are several untrusted buyers they're trying to manipulate the transactions or even their money. And the second one is sellers offer discounted prices. Of course, since it is recycled diamonds, so the customers want to get cheaper prices, and it is can be a big challenge for some sellers because it will be hard for them in order to get maximization profits. And the last one is hard to convince some customers. So some customers believe that recycled diamonds have really low quality of diamonds, and it makes the company hard to convince some customers or even attract the customers to buy their recycled diamonds, even they have already offered such cheaper prices. The next one is about the pilot program. Pilot program is basically the beer's program, and back then the beers decided to hire McKinsey and small diamond consulting firm in order to create the pilot program. Moreover, they also have received the approval to run an initial pre-pilot program. The formal pilot program. As we can see here, there are several steps consisted the formal pilot program. The first one is the company decide to not advertise their products or the recycled diamonds. They believe that there are only plenty of customers or only several customers who are interested in buying their recycled products, as I mentioned before. And the second one is knowing customers' perspective. They have realized that knowing customers' perspective is so important regarding their recycled diamonds. It is also can know more information about the customers, so they know how to approach or offering their products to their customers. And the last one is IIDV committed to make a bona fide cash offer. So IIDV is International Institute of Diamond Valuation. So the next one is about the purposes or the objectives about this pilot program. As you can see here, the main purposes of this program is to know about the customer's perspective or experiences regarding the transactions of the recycled diamonds, and they also want to know about the purchase prices and the economics. The next one is about the pilot program results. So as you can see here, there are several results that the company has achieved. So the first one is the company has successfully collected information regarding their customers' perspective and experiences regarding the recycled diamonds. And the second one is the pilot program has successfully increased their profit. The next one is the company found out that the retailers and the customers were really happy about this program because they believed that this program can help the sellers to offer their recycled diamonds or products to their customers. The last one is the company believed that there one factor that could hamper or hinder this program. They believed that this program could end anytime. The next one will be launch of standalone business unit in the beers company. So it is first announced on August 19, 2014. And the reason why they want to create this launch of standalone business unit is because they want to increase the customers buying or the customers demand to cover their operating cost. And the next one is the purposes of launching of standalone business units in the beers company. And the first one, as I mentioned before, they want to increase the customers buying for the next 3 years, and they in order to cover their operating costs. And the next one is because they want to reach the break-even point, as the concepts expand internationally. And the next one is about the potential risk related to the launching of standalone business units. And as we can see here, the potential risk of the launch of standalone business units are related to unanswered questions. So the company have concern about these things, and they were like thinking about how to fix or manage the high demands of the consumers, and what's the plan in the next 3 years.
Yeah, now it is the study comparison. I provide you with two companies in here. The first one is Cartier and the second one is Tiffany & Co. Actually, they both work in the same company, in the same field as De Beers. It is actually a diamond company. So now I'm going to explain you first about the Cartier. So how they overcome this problem is they overcome the problem by reducing the productions, reducing the production activity. It is actually to lessen the cost. It is kind of different with how the beers overcome their problems. Usually the beers more likely they tend to make a campaign or a slogan that could affect their customers' mind, or like making people think that actually like diamond is like a sacred things, it shows you a form of eternal love. And the second one is same customers interest. I think the customers in Cartier and De Beers is kind of the same because they tend to search for engagement ring. I think it is because of De Beers that people think that actually a diamond is a form of eternal love. I think it is from De Beers. And the third, the lastly, it is to match up with the rapid development of lifestyle of their customers. They tend to become more creative in their products. For example, like they also sell like watch or other products. And the second one, there's a Tiffany and Co. It is a diamond company as well. To overcome their problem, I think it is kind of the same with the beers. They make a campaign, but for Tiffany, their campaign is more likely related to people's awareness. Um, this awareness, I think it is more like a human rights, a different between the beers. That campaign is like hold up the value of the diamond, but in here they tend to reach people's awareness, what people want, and more. And nowadays people think that environmentally friendly products is important, or the one that hold up the human rights. They tend to target them, making a campaign that match with their mind. And next, as it is kind of the same luxury brand, they also enter a luxury retailing. And lastly, it is a sustainability. Um, they tend to have a sustainability environment. They don't want to make people underage work for them, so they really keep it like that. And lastly, it is the scholarly resources, the beers addressing the new competitiveness challenges. So in the 1990s, the one that I told you before, the beers experienced like an excess of stocks of rough diamonds. So it leads into a decline in operating profits. So this company, the beers, make a new management for the arrangement for their company, and there are steps that they took. Those are to improve the efficiency, stimulate the demand, and make the value chain become more efficient. And that's it for.
Scholarly researches about Glencore Xstrata. So basically, Glencore Xstrata is a multinational mining company, and actually, the beers and Glencore Xstrata are similar company. So since they're both are a similar company, so a lot of people think they're facing like the similar issue, which is they're a lot of people believe that they're oligopoly companies, and according to some people, Glencore Xstrata is using a lot of soil natural resources, so it which is cause a heavy load on the environment. The next one is white pine. White pine is also known as one of the biggest recycled and jewelry trading companies in the world. So, White Pine and the beers companies are implementing the same systems, which is recycled diamonds. So before they sell the recycled diamonds to their sellers, to their distributors or their customers, they will recycle or process the recycled diamond.
So for the scholarly resources, the Pierce Diamond story or the Diamond Forever. So De Beers is not only controlled the sale of roughly two-thirds of the world's rough uncut diamond, it also lays claim to one of the advertising community's best campaign slogan for the century: "A diamond is forever." Combining near monopoly distribution with monolithic advertising slogan has elevated De Beers brand to mythical proportion. It quickly becomes apparent how De Beers has skillfully woven the illusion of scarcity by controlling the supply of diamond and successfully implementing the marketing strategy based upon uniformly high prices and nurturing the perception of value based upon the scarcity. The diamond output from De Beers owned and operated mine constitute only 43% of the total world value of rough diamond, since they are not the sole producer of rough stones in the world. De Beers had to join forces with other major diamond producing organizations, forming the International Diamond Cartel. Together, these producers, including De Beers, control approximately 75% of the world market for rough diamond.